A couple days ago, I received an email from Ryobi Tools, and it left me confused. No, not because of the way some people pronounce their name. Remember, it's Ryobi, not Ryobi. Now, you see, the reason I was confused was because of this. You know what, let me go on this side. I was confused because of this. These are Ryobi's newest releases when it comes to the outdoor power equipment. We got new string trimmers and we got new lawnmowers. Now, the reason why I was confused was because Ryobi this spring already released brand new mowers. Do you see this mower right here? Well, this mower was replacing this mower because there was a recall on this mower. And this mower that they used to replace this mower with was their flagship mower. It was the top of the line when it came to Ryobi. But then a couple days ago, I received this email stating that, well, they have a whole new line of lawnmowers, and that is now their new flagship mower. Long story short, Ryobi came out with about 57 lawnmowers in 2025. So in today's video, I am now going to show you the new flagship, the best of the best that you can get from Ryobi when it comes to the 40-volt line battery powered mowers. And before we do that, real nice life. You get subscribe, hit the bell notification, maybe give that video a thumbs up if it helps you in any sort of way. All right, let's get this video going. All right, so let's just get this video going. We're gonna start with the cheapest stuff first and then move our way up to the more expensive stuff. So we're starting out with the string trimmer. The new one here is going to be the Ryobi 18-volt ONE HP Brushless 15-inch attachment capable string trimmer. This is gonna be tool only, or you can buy it with a 4 amp hour battery. It's gonna be an 18 volt. Now, me personally, 18 volt string trimmers, they're okay for around small houses and DIY stuff, but if you have a larger acreage or more property or larger areas that you need the string trim, I like the 40 volts myself, and that's the way I usually go. But for a smaller dwelling, this might be good for something that just needs a DIY string trimmer out in the backyard. $159 for the tool only, and if you bought it in the kit with the 4 amp hour, you're looking at $199, and you're gonna get the charger as well, I would imagine. Not really sure if these are available yet. I believe they are, and if they are available, I'll leave them in the shopping bag attached to this video. If you buy through it, it helps the channel out. Also helps you find the stuff a lot faster. It's a win-win for both of us, really. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and read every part of this for you. I'm gonna scroll it down the side of the video. But I will give you a couple specs here. So the HP technology delivers more power than a 21cc gas string trimmer, making it true gas replacement, so they state. Over 40 minutes of runtime using the 18 volt 4 amp hour battery, which is actually not bad, and I'm assuming that's on low, and maybe not really heavy, wet, moist grass. You're gonna get Whisper Series, which Whisper Series, if you don't know, is the top of the line when it comes to the outdoor Ryobi tools. So anything that says Whisper Series, that's the best of the best when it comes to the Ryobi stuff. Engineered to be 89% quieter than gas. And that's the other thing about the Whisper Series, is that the stuff is super quiet. So they do a really good job pretty much surrounding this with, like, I don't know, denser materials, foam, a lot of different things that they put in these machines that really help damper that noise. So they do a good job. Brushless motor, experienced gas performance with just a pull of a trigger. And that's what's nice about a lot of these tools, is that you don't have to worry about replacements. You don't have to worry about oil changes. You don't have to worry about gas going bad in the winter or trying to start that thing in the spring. I really do love the outdoor power equipment that runs on batteries, at least around the house. And some of the more professional grade stuff, you know, a lot of landscapers are switching over to that. So it really is a good option to have. If you like gas, stay with gas. If you don't, buy something like this. And the other nice thing about this is that it is the expanded. So you do have attachments that you can switch out on this. So if you want an edger, you can use the edger. If you want the string trimmer, use the string trimmer. You want the hedge trimmers, I'm sure it's gonna have hedge trimmers. So I really do like the system where instead of buying one unit, buying another unit that does this and this and this and this, now you just buy one, and then you just buy the attachments and then switch them out when you need them. So I think that's also real nice. So I do believe that that is going to be the top of the line 18 volt string trimmer for Ryobi, but let's move it over to the new Ryobi 40 volt HP Brushless 17-inch attachment capable string trimmer. You're gonna be able to buy it tool only, and you're gonna be able to buy it with the kit. Now, the tool only is $189. Again, this is the 40 volt, and the $229 is gonna come in if you buy the kit. The kit, you're not gonna get a 6 amp hour, you're gonna get a 4 amp hour, and you're gonna get the charger with that. Again, I'm not gonna read everything. It's gonna be right here for you. I'm just gonna scroll for you. Just scrolling. All right, let's talk about the specifications. All right, so the 40 volt is comparable or more powerful, they're claiming, than a 32 cc gas string trimmer. So definitely more powerful than the 18 volt. 45 minutes of runtime using 40 volt, 4 amp hour, and that's gonna be on low. It is the Whisper series, engineered to be 86% quieter than gas. Cut any time of the day without disturbing the neighbors. And they really are quiet. So the Whisper series is a really well thought out tool. I guess it's a brand. It's good. It's good stuff. It's the top of the line. This is going to be their flagship here when it comes to the string trimmer as well. Brushless motor, same thing. Experienced gas performance without all the issues and all that. Full throttle with under 1 second. That was one of my biggest issues when it came to Ryobi, was the lag. A lot of people, when you pull that trigger, you want that power to be there instantly. Milwaukee has it on their string trimmers, and Ryobi just didn't. And it seems now that they are incorporating that, so that is also real nice. Like, I want that power at my fingertips, because a lot of us are doing this when we're string trimming, right? Doing this, right? We don't want that lag. I don't like the lag. I'm glad they got rid of the lag. It is adjustable to 15 to 17 inch cut swath for maximum performance. You are gonna have the 2 speeds on here, the low and the high, plus you're gonna have bump for the line to extend out. And then you're also gonna have the real easy, I see what you did there, Ryobi, not Ryobi. It's the 3-in-1 bump feed head, allows you to quickly change between a bump feed, bladed, and fixed line head. And then on top of that, you're gonna get the fast charger with this, which is much appreciated, because I'm just gonna tell you straight out, the Ryobi 40 volt batteries on the regular chargers are very slow charging. So the fast charger will speed that up, and they're stating the 4 amp hour battery will charge in less than 60 minutes with the included 40 volt. That's still a little slow for me, but it's much better than standard charger. And you're gonna get the 5-year warranty. All right, let's move it up to Mowers. Again, this is going to be their entire lineup. They're still gonna keep the previous model that we showed you this spring and we did a review on, but some of these I feel are going to be replaced. Lower end models, this is what we're looking at first. This is the 40 volt brushless 20-inch push mower. I don't think it's gonna be self-propelled or anything like that, but if you have a very small yard, maybe you have an apartment, I don't know what you got going on over there, but if you don't need the best of the best, or if you don't need a self-propelled or all the fancy bells and whistles, you just want something that's gonna cut the grass and be a little bit better on your pocketbook, well, this is the one. Tool only, you can buy it at $279. And then if you wanted the kit, it's gonna come with the 6 amp hour 40 volt, and you're gonna be able to buy the kit for $359. So if you're already in the 40 volt system, I would just go that way and buy the tool only to save your pocketbook a couple bucks, or you can buy the kit and get the battery and the charger and all that with the kit. Now they are claiming there is more power in this than a 150 cc gas mower, and you're also gonna get, I believe, 50 minutes of runtime, and that's gonna be on the slowest setting. That's usually how all of these companies rate these mowers. Like if you're cutting through like very heavy, wet, moist spring grass, you're not gonna get as much runtime with this as you would on a drier summer day where the grass is not as thick and moist. Did I ask you to subscribe yet? If you could subscribe, that'd be real nice like as well. So they're claiming this is good for up to a half an acre. So again, not a lot of property, but enough that you're gonna be able to get the job done, and it'll probably get it done pretty well for you. You're gonna get the bagger on this, you're gonna get, you know, pretty much the water resistance on this. Looks like you get the bigger back tires on this thing, so that's pretty real nice like. And they even give you the single point adjustment, meaning you get one lever that you're gonna be able to adjust all 4 wheels with, and it looks like you're gonna be able to cut from 1 inch to 4 inches in height. All right, great, let's move it up another tier for a little bit more money and see what you're gonna get with that. All right, so now we're moving it up to the 40 volt HP brushless model. So let me explain to you why this is gonna be a little bit more expensive. You got $379 for the mower only, $459 for the kit with the 6 amp hour array, but it looks the same as the previous model. Well, here's where things get a little bit confusing when it comes to Ryobi. Ryobi has their basic lines like the mower I just showed you. Then they have their HP lines, which is high performance. That is their top of the line when it comes to their drills, their impact drivers, their saws, all of the power tools. If you see HP on it, that is the top of the line for Ryobi. This mower says HP brushless, which is great. It's a really good mower. However, It's not the Whisper series. Anytime you're looking for an outdoor power equipment and you want the best of the best when it comes to Ryobi, you don't want the HP, you want the Whisper series. All right, so let's just move through these a little bit quicker. The 40 volt HP brushless 20-inch self-propelled mower, you're looking at $500 for that, and it's gonna be a little bit better than the previous model that we showed you. This is the model number right here, and you're gonna be able to buy it. It looks like kit only for that price. Now we're stepping up into the better options. You need more power, more run time, build quality a little bit better. This is what you're starting to look for. Now, this is not the best of the best. This is not the flagship yet, but this is the 40 volt HP brushless 21-inch push mower, multi-blade mower. So now you're moving from a single blade to a multi-blade, which they used to call cross-cut. I'm not sure if they still call it that anymore. Anyway, you got 2 blades. So now you're gonna be able to mulch much better. It's gonna be able to get through that thicker, wet, and nasty. You got it. Moist grass, much better. The MSRP on this is gonna be $699. I'm gonna round up, it's gonna be $700 for this mower, but you're also gonna get the 60 volt, but you're also gonna get 2, not 1, but 2 40 volt 6 amp hour batteries. So now you're moving from a single battery to a dual battery. And that's also gonna really change the game on how you cut grass. You're moving from 140 volt up to 2, and they're gonna run basically drain at the same time, but they're gonna give you much longer run time with those 2 working together. It does not make the mower an 80 volt, it just means that they're working in conjunction and it just get longer run time. Have I asked you to smash that like button yet? You could, that would also be real nice. We have a new flagship. It's this mower right here. This is the all new 40 volt brushless 21-inch self-propelled all-wheel drive multi-blade mower. If you looked at that previous model that I just showed you, you say they look exactly the same. Well, you're not getting the all-wheel drive. And if you have wet, nasty, muddy, or even like very uneven terrain in your yard, an all-wheel drive, something on larger hills will work much better for you, but you're gonna pay for it a little bit. This is gonna be $799. It's gonna be I'm rounding up, it's gonna be $800 for this kit. And you're gonna get the 2 40 volt 6 amp hours, you're gonna get the charger, and you're gonna get this mower. You're also gonna get the smart trek on this stuff, so if you get into wet, nasty stuff, maybe you're coming from something that's a little bit lower, and you get into that stuff, it's gonna automatically kick up and start cutting that grass with more power. And then once you get through the nasty stuff, well, it's gonna bog itself back down a little bit, and you're not using as much of the battery power that you would on a lot of these other mowers where it's just constant run all the time. Now, the other ones, most of them, a couple of them are gonna be self-propelled. This is also obviously self-propelled. And they're saying this is gonna be more powerful than a gas 196 cc mower, up to 75 minutes of run time on this mower. It does say cross-cut. Okay, so they still call it cross-cut. It's a multi-blade system. And just like the other mowers, you're gonna be able to bag the stuff. You're gonna be able to, mulch with these mowers. It's a 3-in-1 cutting system here. You're also gonna get the side discharge on this, where other mowers, you're just cutting and it's just sort of, spreading it out. This will give you the side discharge, the back with the bag, or the mulching option. And they also state that this is good for up to 3/4 acre, and again, the 75 minutes of cut time. So I am excited to see these new mowers. It seems that Ryobi constantly upgrades their stuff pretty much every single year. A lot of different companies, they'll just put out a mower and it's there for 5 years and then they might upgrade. But it seems like every year, almost like a car manufacturer, there are new upgrades to the Ryobi lineup when it comes to their string trimmers, their blowers, their mowers. It's really interesting to see. Some people might love that, some people might not, but I do. I like to see the innovation, and I like that they just come out with new things every year. I think they're doing a really great job. I'm interested to see how these things perform. I mean, the last few mowers that I've tested from Ryobi, they have been really, really impressive. However, Ryobi, not Ryobi, I'm gonna give you a challenge. I think it's time for maybe an upgrade to your rider mowers. I mean, your zero turns. I've had one for a few years ago. I've done multiple videos on it. I mean, mine is still running perfectly fine with the 80 volts. However, there are some quirks with the mower that I would like to see changed, and really haven't heard anything or seen anything talked about when it comes to new rider mowers for Ryobi, so I'm hoping there's an upgrade coming soon. And if there is, I'm taking full credit for it. But there you go, all new Ryobi, not Ryobi mowers and string trimmers. Let me know, are you thinking about an upgrade? Have you used a Ryobi mower? What do you think of them? Love hearing that sweet feedback in the comment section below. If you like this video, check this one out. Right here, back with more videos soon.